Hello, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you're watching me from. How are you guys doing? And welcome to Oyoyo's World Live. Thank you for joining me today. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Oyoyo, and you're most welcome to an amazing conversation. Always real, always true, always positive, and always very constructive. All right. How are you? Um, a subscriber. What am I having tongue tied this evening? A subscriber of mine told me about the story yesterday. She was very pissed when she was telling me. Little did I know it was that bad. But anyways, this evening is a very joyous one. It's a celebration and at the same time a caution to a lot of people. So as you come into today's live stream, do me well by liking the live stream, share as well, and invite your friends. What am I talking about today? My title says surrogacy is another option to being a mother. And I now went on to say, evil people, leave Nancy Umeh alone. Why am I talking about this? And I'm sorry if you're African, I might disappoint you today. Okay, because I'm going to say the way it is. Thank you, all of you. Now, Africa. Okay, African mostly I'll be referring to Nigeria because the other African countries, I don't know their tradition, but I know we are rich in culture and tradition as Africans. Nigeria, per se, is a country in Africa, the most populous country in Africa, and is being referred to as the giant of Africa. Nigeria, with over 200 million population, to tell you, yes, most concentrated country with black people. Okay. Now, Nigeria is as well a very educated nation, educated people. And Nigeria is a country where, if anything is happening today in America, Nigerians have copied the same lifestyle. They want to live it. They are exhibiting it. They are showing it on Instagram. One would think that majority of them, especially in the age of social media, we also follow the flow of civilization that they see, copy, emulate, and display. But they do that to those things that they feel suit them. One of those things that Nigerians and Nigeria as a country embraces what? The science. We embrace science. Our doctors all over the world are spectacular. They are wonderful doctors. A case in point, a Nigerian American doctor in Houston has been the first doctor and the only one to bring out a baby from the womb, operated on the baby, and put the baby back into the sack, sutured the mother, and the mother carried that baby to full term. It was done by no other than Nigerian doctor. I'm not going to talk about other things they've accomplished as Nigerians and reflecting as a nation. Now, why am I giving all these instances before the story at hand? Nancy Umeh is Korobidi's elder sister. And who is Korobidi? You guys already know. She doesn't need an introduction, okay? Nancy Umeh welcomed a baby yesterday through surrogacy. And a lot of people, even up until now that I speak, are in the comment section calling her all manner of names, saying that the baby is not hers. She should hand over the baby to the mother of the baby. And why are they doing this? Da 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 da. A lot of people, they have opinion on whether the child belongs to Nancy and her husband or whether the child belongs to the surrogate mother. You see why I gave the preamble. We copy what is happening right now in America. You see the next day in Nigeria, they display it. They want to leave it. Our doctors are professionals and renowned, known over the world. But when it comes to the reality, you see our ignorance staring on our faces. Up till this day, 2024, a lot of people are still ignorant of the fact that surrogacy is another option for a woman to become a mother. Just like the days of IVF. I remember the first time an IVF happened in Nigeria, it was in Abuja. A lot of people call that child a test tube baby. This, that, the child is over 20 something right now, and she's thriving. So, fast forward from the IVF happening in Nigeria to this day. Surrogacy, they've been advertising it. The likes of May Doche is the brand ambassador for surrogacy mother. They've been advertising all of this. They've been talking about it. A lot of women have been talking about it, women advocates and what have you. But until Nancy Umeh came out to tell the world, I welcomed a child. We are parents again after 7 years. It all became what? Stories. Why are people exhibiting their ignorance? Let me pardon those that did not go to school. Let me pardon those that fail to understand, even with the obvious, that they have smartphones in their hands to be able to research and know what truly surrogacy means. Now, are there bloggers also dragging Nancy? Yes. Are they all claiming to be smart people? Yes. Are they displaying their stupidity? Obviously, yes. We'll be talking about all of this in today's conversation. But once again, welcome, welcome. Join me today to contribute to today's conversation. Don't miss the comment section because it's going to be lit. And at the same time, subscribe to my channel if you're yet to do so. Follow me on Facebook if you're not following me. Like this video, share and invite your friends. And let's celebrate Nancy Umeh, Korobidi's elder sister, for welcoming another baby after 7 years. So welcome, welcome all of you. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to start by reading what JJ said. JJ said, African women have entered the Western world and they have suddenly lost their African tradition. The level of ignorance I saw on the Blue app today blew me away. All right. Now, what are the things trending after Nancy welcome a baby? A lot of people are in the comment section arguing that the child doesn't belong to Nancy. That Nancy should give back the baby to the mother of the baby. Let's explain it better. Surrogacy simply means that you're going to contract another woman to incubate your child for the whole 9 months of gestation. Is that word so hard? Let me break it down. Surrogacy means you're going to contract another woman to carry your carry your baby in her belly, her own belly, right? Carry the baby. The baby has no connection, nothing in terms of DNA of the woman. So how it's done is that the man and the woman seeking to have children will bring their specimen together. They're going to culture it in the lab and then implant in the woman. And then the woman will be able to carry this child for 9 months, after which she will say bye-bye the moment the baby is out of her belly. That is the last contact with the child. A contract must be signed. The woman carrying the baby must be an adult, a willing adult for that matter. She will sign that she's going to get into this contract. She agrees to the terms and conditions of the contract. And for most women that do this, they do it out of joy, helping another woman be fulfilled as a mother. Did I explain it to the as if I'm talking to a 7-year-old person? I'm talking to a child on the street. I'm talking to a layman. That is what surrogacy means. So Nancy's egg and that of her husband, the thing of her husband came together to form this child. The woman that carried that child is not the mother of the baby. It was just a transaction. She was just helping another woman fulfill her desire of being a mother. For all of you fighting in the comment section that the child is not Nancy, that the child should be given to the mother, just do yourself a favor. Since you have the money to be on social media to comment, that means you have a smartphone. Google these things and stop embarrassing your generation. For the fact that you're not educated today doesn't mean that your child might not go to school in the future. And if peradventure your child dabbles into the conversation you had 10 years ago, she or he will know how olodo their mother is. So now, save yourself from embarrassment. Save yourself from your child dragging you on your wig in the next 15 years and be a little civilized. I'm not now saying go to school. Be a little educated. That's why you have a smartphone and that's why you have a data. Do this little findings, type it in pidgin, then go bring them. Google translates. Okay? Type it in Hausa, Google will translate. In Yoruba, Google will translate. In Igbo, Google will translate. And stop embarrassing your generation. You might think you're dragging Nancy, but you're there washing your dirty linen, telling all of us, saying, Lodo of the highest order, now you be. Now, what is the next thing they are dragging Nancy about? Why did you pierce your child's ear? Well, where are you guys from? Okay, when they give birth in Africa, let me do a little education. If you come to a strange place as a chicken where just the land, JJC, you will carry your one leg, stand, and then snoop around to know what is happening in the place you just landed. So if you're just coming to Nigeria for the first time, you have to ask questions if you're not a Nigerian. And for some of you that are Nigerians and still talking about it, that means if you're a woman, you are living in stupidity. Aye, Facebook and YouTube, pardon me, because I'm starting this thing with serious buzzwords. And if you're a woman, go ask your mother when she gave birth to you, what happened? Did they pierce your ear the same day? Because the level of ignorance people are exhibiting on social media is nothing but out of hatred that you have for Cora. There is nothing Cora, Nancy, and the likes will do on social media that you guys will give a check mark. And in doing so, you're embarrassing yourself, you're disgracing your generation and your children unborn. Save yourself that embarrassment and do a little research. It is only in the Western world that you see when a child is, when they give birth to a child, they take some months, some people up to years before they pierce the baby's ear. When I gave my birth to my child in America here, that was my first time being a mother, okay? And because it was far away, my mother wasn't around until my daughter was 3 months old because she had my brother's wedding to attend before coming over, which was between a space of one month interval. So she needed to attend the wedding and then come 2 weeks after the wedding. Now, I was asking, Mama, what do I do? Am I going to pierce the ear? Who am I going to ask? I was asking my mother in Nigeria. She said, okay, I should ask the doctors that it's always better to do it when the child is still very young so that the pain will be bearable for a child. And I asked the mothers around me because I was new. They said, oh, it's not a problem that I should go to Claire's. Claire's is a accessory store in America. Once you take your child to Claire's, they're going to pack, you're done. Then somebody told me that where it was a nurse friend of hers that pierced her daughter's ear. And then she has done that severally because she's a nurse, done that to other mothers. It is not an offense if you decide to do it that way. It's like asking a new mother that gave birth to a baby boy, why did you circumcise after 7 days? That the child will be in pain, because most people, even here in America, most males are not circumcised. They do that in their adulthood, adult age. So when you come to a new country or you're trying to talk about something that you have no in-depth knowledge of, do your research before you open that your dirty, filthy mouth and talk. By the time you do a little research, you're saved yourself from shame and embarrassment and low IQ. Because if your brain was functioning in the first place, before you type those nonsense you were typing in the comment section, you would have done a little research. Okay? All right. Welcome all of you. Thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you. I can see all my Facebook people. God bless you guys. Real good. Ngozi Onachukwu, Mama, how are you doing today? Thank you so much. And the family, we are doing well. Thank you. Let's see. Good evening, Sonia Pink. Thank you for joining. And JJ said, and the woman is paid for the contracted charge too. Bam. Exactly. The woman is paid. And don't think it's cheap. Oh, it's not cheap. Ask Kim Kardashian how much she paid for her two babies that she got through surrogacy. And when you saw Kim Kardashian kids, they are cute.